not dead, shot himself in the fucking arm. So that's what we'll start off with. Eventually, this was going to happen, and whether or not it's legitimate, it probably end up being legitimate. I don't know. Stand your ground, whatever the fuck the laws are in different states. But in Tennessee, he is arrested and gets released from the jail or wherever he was, courthouse, after he was, I think, questioned by an FBI detective, or yeah, I think it was FBI. And then he's approached by someone, probably, a black individual, and we all know why. This would be one of what Chud would call a chimp out from his enemies, and they approach Chud, and he defends himself after being hit and shoots this person, and then also shoots himself in the fucking arm. What happened with the person that was shot? Apparently they ended up dying. That's unfortunate, but I mean, come on. You know, the guy's carrying a piece. It's just crazy. He shot himself, but this happened today after he was on stream yesterday talking about being interrogated. Someone killed his dog, I guess. He was kind of having what people would call a breakdown on live yesterday after being, arrested for whatever. So, controversial streamer Chud the Builder reportedly shot a man and wounded his own arm outside a Tennessee courthouse, later telling police on stream that he was attacked and acted in self-defense. All right. Interesting. No charges, I guess, on this. So, shot a man and accidentally grazed himself in the. Before it escalated, he asked the man if he was going to chimp out on the man, and if he was going to chimp out, the man then walked up and sucker punched him. It is unclear if the man survived. I saw something. He died. Oh, I guess, okay, this is 2 hours ago. I guess the guy who was shot actually ended up surviving. This is from Amiri King, and he said, Chud FaceTime me today at 1:01 Eastern Time. We are friends. He explained to me how he had received constant threats and is obviously in perpetual fear for his life and safety. How he has constantly had to, or it's not even English, Amiri. How he constantly has to have his head on a swivel, all because he is exercising his First Amendment right. Dalton is very pious and a believer in Christ. He's not racist. He talked about how happy it makes him when people are willing to engage in nonviolent conversation. That was ultimately what he was pursuing. He's for free speech, full stop. I look forward to today's incident being proven justified in court of law, something a large demographic in America feels that they are above. Yeah, is there any video? So here's some live footage.
Get him off of me! Get him off of me! Get him off of me! Get off the ground! I didn't do nothing to him. Get off the ground.
All right, I don't know what that was. I didn't hear any shots. I don't know if that was the actual live footage from Chud leading up to this event. Okay, this one is, I took this seconds after it happened. It would not let me clip it whatsoever. Unfortunately, this clip had not circulated anywhere else yet. You can kind of hear a gunshot at the way beginning.
Get him off of me! Get him up!
Okay, so interesting. Yeah, I don't know. So that's what's going on with Chud. Uh, Interesting. All right. Okay. Let's see what's going on with Tyler Oliveira's day today, given that he was denied entry to Israel over his videos, even though they constantly bring in pedophiles to Israel to harbor them and keep them safe from any consequences that they uh, consequences from what they do in other countries. So yeah, we already went over that he was denied entry. He had a funny tweet today, Tyler Oliveira, saying one country down, 108 to go. Obviously, referencing the 109 countries that Israel's been denied from. This person says he'd love to see Tyler Oliveira go and try to do what he does in a Muslim country, because he won't be denied; he'd be executed, is what this person says. He doesn't have to go to a Muslim country because there's enough here to film what they're up to. Given that this is turning into a Muslim country, some would say. So we got Chud. What else is trending? Chud is the number one thing trending in the United States today. Amazing. I guess he got what he wanted. Who knows if he's an op or not? A lot of people are turning on the Nick Fuentes character that I've said is most likely an op, even though he's said intelligent things or funny things in the past. Doesn't hide the fact that he's got oppy history and is surrounding him, given that he's hung out with really weird streamers like Destiny and like dudes with cat ears that are, you know, of the proclivities that, you know, Epstein was into. You say they're little kid. They like hanging around little kids, and Nick Fuentes is chilling with these people, making pedo jokes, like they're funny, and they weren't even good jokes. But he's on his past streams and his past episodes, he's I don't know, he tends to reference a lot of his audience being of this type of person, people, PDFs is what people are starting to label them, because you can't say what they actually are without people getting pissed off that you post on their platform. All right, let's see. Cockfight. I saw the podcast. I didn't see this until today. I heard on Lemon Party, but on the Patreon episode. But Cockfight podcast was pulled from YouTube. That's bullshit for saying retard. Fucking retard, faggot. Doesn't matter. So that sucks. So go support them, because if you're not just like call him Tyrell, the guy, one of the main 3 people that runs the Cockfight podcast. Like, he tweeted after it happened, if you're not getting pulled from YouTube or getting copyrighted or getting restricted or getting hits and strikes from platforms you post on, then you're not saying anything of importance. Yes, let's see. Karen Bass. Let's see. Karen Bass is number 8 in the trending department. Spencer Pratt, who I agree with James Lee, is a Trojan horse. I don't know why people would trust this fucking faggot. But this is from TMZ. Spencer Pratt has gained traction in his campaign for LA mayor by showing what he says Karen Bass did to his family, forcing them to live in a trailer after his home burned down. Though Pratt has really been staying at the Hotel Bel Air for more than a month. Mind you can't get a room for less than $1,500 a night. No shit. He's trying to be a politician. People are still arguing about these people like they're going to go and vote, and then they, after the shit happens and nothing goes the right way or the way they want it to, they go, "Oh, I'm not fucking voting," and they say the shit for 2 to 4 years, and then they fucking goy out and fucking go and vote again. They're all fucking goyim retards. Don't care. Los Angeles Fire Department confirmed that there is no water during the Pacific Palisades fire, and residents knew it was Karen Bass. Okay, we've already gone. People are still talking about this like this is not news. They're not known. All right, fuck Karen Bass. Fuck Karen Bass. Fuck Spencer Pratt. Fuck all of them. Anyone running for office, to be honest. Uh, okay, so MK Ultra is trending in the news. Is this probably the files that they dropped? Fucking retarded. All right, so CIA whistleblower claims that the agency took back, and this is quotes, took back 40 boxes of JFK and MK Ultra files that Tulsi Gabbard was reviewing for declassification. The whistleblower also alleges the CIA illegally monitored the computer and phone usage of Gabbard's investigators during the probe into the COVID-19 origins cover up, which Fauci was obviously involved in. These were Americans being spied on illegally while carrying out duties directed by the president and under the authority of Director of National Intelligence. Okay. What's new? If you've done any of your own research over the past 5 years, you know, I mean, this is old news. Here's Boba. Okay, so what's the CIA has 24 hours to return the files to Tulsi Gabbard's office or else. That's quotes. Representative Anna Paulina Luna demands the CIA return JFK and MK Ultra files or she'll make a motion to issue a subpoena. All right, Anna, go talk about the fucking angels and demons in the sky, please. Keep that fucking psyop going. I mean, this girl's running from Rogan to now psyop to psyop to psyop. Fuck Anna Paulina Luna. You got Bobart saying, I also want the names of who ordered this and signed off on this crap. If you really want those names and keep calling for that shit, you might just end up, you know, looking like you killed yourself. All right, so nothing new. Nothing new about it. So it's number one trending thing, obviously. You had the Disney. Here, I guess we can go over that Disney shit that happened because that's really weird. This cruise line, which, you know, has been a problem for it seems like years now. People are constantly being arrested, Disney employees on cruises, and also not just cruises, but theme parks and wherever else they, you know, send their employees. But the cruises are having a specific problem with employees of Disney getting arrested on these Disney cruise ships for pedophilia and things of that nature. And there's just another huge bust of a ring going on, a trafficking ring on a Disney cruise that only got, you know, a little bit of coverage for about a couple days. And now, you know, you got fucking aliens are here, the angels and demons are here, the aliens, UAPs, MK Ultra files. You got people arguing about Spencer Faggot Pratt. And no one's worrying about this anymore. Who we know Disney, the executives, many at the top, you know, the very top, are connected to Epstein. We know that there's like a submarine or some type of cruise that takes children very close to Little St. James every year, uh, where I think they get to scuba dive and go in submarines, which Terramar, Ghislaine Maxwell, and her family's company was involved with the submarine stuff, which is weird. But this cruise ship would go to Little St. James or very near it every year, and you know, I'm guessing many children went missing or went back to their families fucked up. So here, let's just look at the Disney. Let's just search Disney cruise. You know, um, so all right, let's just go and read. And so New York Post did a thing about it. Funny. It's funny because all the people when I was listening to a Jake Shields episode today on Fight Back, and it's the guy, what's his, I forget his name, that guy that did the original Pizzagate segment on a Fox News, local Fox News outlet, and was fired for it. Where is this? Ben Swan. All right, yeah, I was listening to Jake Shields and Ben Swan on Fight Back podcast, and you know, it's funny that the people that tried to debunk this and got everyone believing that it was debunked when it never was also ended up getting these journalists that wrote the articles claiming to have debunked it also ended up getting arrested for the same shit that they tried to debunk. So let's read this. Oh, shit. Let's read this real quick. All right. Oh, damn. All right. So Disney cruise ship staffers among 28 arrested in massive child porn operation. Should we just no, I'm not. Okay, we'll just read it because I'm not going to wait for ads to watch videos. So, families hoping to make memories on a cruise were unknowingly surrounded by alleged child predators working aboard the ships, according to law enforcement officials. U.S. Customs and Border Protection, who also are involved in trafficking, does everyone know, uh, boarded 5 cruise ships, including a Disney cruise docked in San Diego between April 23rd and 25th as part of an ongoing child sexual exploitation CSEM enforcement operations. A CBP spokesman told the California Post. After boarding the vessels and interviewing 26 suspected crew members from the Philippines, 1 suspected crew member from Portugal, and 1 from Indonesia, officers confirmed all subjects were involved in either the receipt, possession, transportation, distribution, or viewing of CSEM or child pornography, the CBP spokesperson said. CBP canceled their visas, and these criminals are being removed from our country, so they can probably go back and operate in their country. I mean, just kill them. Why don't you just fucking put it, just old Lassie, just take him behind the fucking shed and put him down like a dog. We have zero. Look at this is quotes. We have zero tolerance. We have a zero tolerance policy for this type of behavior and fully cooperated with law enforcement. While the majority of these individuals were not from our cruise line, those who were are no longer with the company. I would fucking hope so. A Disney spokesperson told the California Post. So that Disney spokesperson said, we have a zero tolerance policy for this type of behavior. While your highest ranked executives have ties to Epstein that no one talks about, you stupid bitch. I'm guessing it's a woman. Dude, it doesn't matter. Dude or fucking woman, trans or whatever, is speaking for Disney, is a fucking bitch. It's unclear which other ships the additional crew members may have worked on outside of Disney. Yeah, it's unclear, so they can keep doing it. Passengers aboard a Disney cruise ship docking in San Diego were stunned as they documented multiple employees getting arrested that month. All right. So that's the article. I mean, that's a terrible fucking article. New York Post, you guys never fail to look like fucking pussies and retards. Just straight dipshit goyim slop. So yeah, feds arrested 28 workers from 5 cruise ships, including Disney's Magic in San Diego. Yeah, and they probably didn't. Didn't even get every single person involved. I mean, 28. It's probably all the fucking employee and staff. I mean, look at this. CBP agents boarded 8 cruise ships between April 23rd and 27th and interviewed suspects from the Philippines, Portugal, and Indonesia. So are these where the kids were going to be trafficked to, or what? Here, Disney speaks out. Okay, so what did... All right. It is our responsibility as a society, as working people, to really denounce these actions by Customs and Border Protection, by and ICE, and the prolonged detention of migrant workers, whether it be here or in our own community, as well as those that work on our ships. So that's what they had to say about these workers, and then 28 of them get arrested for this child pornography sting. That's why immigration is so important, so they can traffic children. Just fucking nuke these ships. I mean, just like the ones from Venezuela supposedly carrying drugs, right? That probably weren't. The ones that didn't have enough gas to even reach America. Why don't we just treat these cruise ships like those? Just fucking send a drone and fucking take them out. Very easy. Yeah, okay. So I mean, that's Disney for you. Just keeping their reputation very sharp like always. Nice. Good job, Disney. All right. All right. Let's what else? Let's go to not bookmarks. News. All right, Wuhan's now the number one trending thing in the news. What's this? All right, yeah, we don't need to talk. This is the CIA whistleblower talking about MK Ultra and the origins of the fucking. We know where it came. It didn't come from bat soup. These are the the people that call you racist, usually on the left. Also think COVID still probably came, and the boomers as well, from like bat soup. Like these people that have the IQ of less than 80 should be like branded like legally retarded, legally mentally fucking retarded dipshits. Shouldn't be able to vote. If you still vote, these are also the ones that primarily still vote because they're so low IQ that they think voting still works. They sometimes they even come out of this illusion of theirs where they're like voting is no point, and then somehow some way down the road they reach the time for elections, and they somehow, from all the slop and goy slop they've consumed food wise, drink wise, um, content wise, they actually have like some form of goy dementia where they then go out and vote again when they had come out of the illusion. But they have goy dementia, and they forget by the time of elections that they had come to the realization that voting doesn't work, and then go out and vote. Like pure goy. H1B is trending. Let's see this. This will be interesting. Is it another Indian getting hit by his own train? Or, diving into like a 6-inch pool? All right. I mean, people are now thinking H1B might be a problem. No shit. Have you fucking seen what these people act like? Have you seen their country? Have you seen their, the honor they have? Zero. All right. Israel first is trending as well. Let's see what's up. Oh, Megyn Kelly's the first thing. So Megyn Kelly, she says you can criticize. Okay. I mean, I don't want to talk about Megyn. I'm not trying to talk about that. Fuck Megyn Kelly. Go fucking defend James Alefantis again, you dumb bitch. What's going on with or let's see. BRICS too is. So Justin, scientists discover hidden structures under the Atlantic Ocean, potentially solving the Bermuda Triangle mystery. Daily Mail reports. Why is this under BRICS? India has rejected the proposal from BRICS countries to conduct trade in local currencies instead of a US dollar. It is also stated that Narendra Modi has a pro-Israel stance. This must be the leader of India, the leader of the country of trash and people that somehow die by killing themselves unintentionally in the most retarded and cartoonish ways. Imagine being the leader of that fucking retard country. Disgusting, filthy retard country. So Trump has, oh yeah, I forgot. Trump has that China trip where there's like $20 trillion worth of net worth of CEOs and executives he brought with him that are all connected to Epstein. They all showed up on a private plane together, probably like Lolita Express #2. That's what they should call that plane with all of them on it. Lolita Express 2. Roman numerals, or just do the 2 in Roman numerals. Trump has landed in China for the second time in 10 months. Xi Jinping has not traveled to the U.S. China is the real superpower. I don't know about that. Okay, France holds over 1,700 people on a cruise ship after suspected norovirus outbreak. Okay, hilarious. Russia says it strongly condemns U.S. and Israel aggression against Iran. Okay, this is getting too newsy right now. We need to find something else. So let's go in the timeline. Fuck that. This is way too newsy of a live stream. Fuck that. Boring fucking shit. I'd rather watch local news at this point on the TV where there's commercials with, that seem to run longer than what the actual program is. The people that are mad about the black jokes and slavery jokes and George Floyd jokes at the Netflix is a joke roast are, well, first of all black people are the only people. It's only black people complaining. You know, I guess comedians were pulling out Michael Shea, whoever the fuck that is, or Michael Shea. He said he pulled out of the Kevin Hart roast before shading white writers for jokes about sex, slavery, or sex crimes, slavery, and slurs. Dude, it's jokes. This is the guy I think that said that black people joke and roast each other about like their shoes because they're fucking what? Are you saying that like you guys are like low IQ and can't make good in depth real jokes and real roast about people that should be fucking roasted, like Chelsea uh whore handler? So I mean, if you the blacks that are mad about these jokes are just pissed off because, well, I guess they roast each other about shoes. Write some good ones about whites, or are you saying your people aren't high IQ enough to write actually good in depth roast jokes? Like, come on. And this is funny. So I guess scientists confirmed that hantavirus can shrink your penis by up to 3 inches. So fuck, I'll be at, I guess, a stump, like a centimeter stump. I'd be fucked. I guess I'll wear the mask because I gotta have something.
I'm here with. What do you mean? Where we at? All
right, this is a clip from Oliveira that I came across right now. Let's listen to it. The comment on the post of this clip is, "It's like listening to a 3-year-old learning to speak." And it's Tyler Oliveira interviewing a black guy. I don't know where. It looks like maybe like Memphis or Chicago.
Fuck you up, nigga. What's up? I'm getting mean dogged right now. I'm here with. Where we at? With Jackson. West Jackson. You born and raised out here? Come on, man. You already know what the fuck going on. I don't think I do your research, nigga. What pop? How's life out here? Man, this shit here so motherfucking struggling, but you already know this shit here. A lot of this shit will stop. A lot of the crime will stop. If they mamas and they fucking daddies, it take a village to raise a motherfucking child, dog. It's not us. It's up to they motherfucking mama to put a promise on their motherfucking head. See what I'm saying? Gangster. But soon we do that, they gonna be motherfuckers like you say we wrong. Their mom getting fucked hard by thugs. They gonna rob it. You know what I'm saying? She gonna call me baby boo. She gonna call me baby boo. What does this mean? Say, pick your little ass up right there. It be just like that. Boom! On my dad brother grave. On Allah. But if you disrespect me and you don't do the same, man, I bet the fuck out you, dog. Bet the fuck out me? Man, I fuck you up, nigga. What's up?
Yeah, so that's a great interview. That's one reason why, like, you know, people say like, "Oh, the Quran has good things." No, it doesn't. People say, "Oh, Muslims, they get some of the shit they do is good." Their prophet literally fucked 5-year-olds, so that's one thing. Two, it's like a large demographic of like Muslims are black, and you know, they like to kill each other and rap about it, and like their culture is great. I mean, so a large demographic being those like thugs and people that rap about killing each other, and you know, a lot of low IQ behavior choose this religion. So that might say something too. I don't know. Just sometimes the culture is not, you know, a culture choosing a religion or now starting to choose a religion a lot more. You go, why are they choosing this one? No, I mean nothing. I mean, I'm probably wrong, but let's see. All right, what now? Let's see. All right, hold on. Someone's at the door. My apologies right there. Funny enough, though, it was someone just stopped by the house, someone getting petition signatures from Working America. And I guess they wanted a petition signature, which I signed to go against and petition these large corporations. She brought up primarily BlackRock, which fuck BlackRock, buying up all the housing that should be sold that should be sold to young uh, new homeowners from the previous homeowners and not from a huge corporation like BlackRock who can then skyrocket the price, tear down the original, build whatever the fuck they want, and do the scummiest shit. So hell yeah, I signed that. So it's funny that they stopped by during the stream. Gave me a little pamphlet. Oh, good. Good shit. That's a petition I will sign. Fuck BlackRock. Fuck BlackRock. Fuck Larry Fink. Fuck buying up all the real estate and homes from boomers at prices that young homeowners or young people can't pay, and then creating a future where it's rent only, owning nothing. You'll love it. We all know the fucking uh, slogan coming from these types of people. All right. Let's see. Oh, this was something pretty crazy. So I already talked about the tick problem on the last episode, but people in southern Russia are reporting a surge in unusually aggressive Hyaloma ticks, which reportedly actively chase hosts instead of simply waiting in grass like ordinary forest ticks. So these ticks, and there's a video of them, and this guy keeps moving to different spots. So this tick is clearly trying to like get to him, and they're way bigger. Um, definitely a bioweapon. It's like a remote controlled fucking tick. I guess we can go down this rabbit hole of Sean Ryan that I came across yesterday, because it's someone that I think is definitely a plot and an op that's planted in the alternative media to supplement and aid in their narrative, because the mainstream media died. So this is Gary. This is, or no, not Gary. This is Gray, Grey on X, at Gray Area Monarch, who is a victim and survivor of the MK Ultra Monarch program, who is also in the military, who now is a whistleblower. So we can go down this really fun rabbit hole of Sean Ryan. All right. So PSA concerning Sean Ryan and MK Ultra. Sean Ryan is actively involved, perhaps unwitting, in CIA and co-military media mind control programs stemming from MK Ultra. Sean's former friend and SRS researcher became self-aware as a subject in Monarch after I contacted them early in 2003. They were cut off from Sean immediately. Then there were attempts to route them to Monroe Institute. So Billy, everyone knows Billy from War Mode went to Monroe Institute, and he said they were full of shit with the remote viewing, and it was a weird fucking place, almost like a camp where they condition you. And Gray right here says Monroe Institute is 100% known to be involved and is where many are sent for reprogramming or closeout. All right, so there's text messages about or with this person that was close to Sean that kind of came out of their programming. That's a fun theory I kind of have. It's not my theory that I came across, and I think it could be true about I went over it in the Waco episode, but the guys that were running Waco, I forget their name, but the Branch Davidians, the leaders, might have been running the cult under their programming for the FBI, CIA, or whatever intel op it was, or whichever agency running it. And in the process of doing that, they broke through their programming and then kind of opposed their programming and then continued the cult, but in the way they wanted to run it, going against the people that might have programmed them to run the cult a certain way in the first place, being whoever programmed, whichever agency programmed them. And that might be why there was such a fuck up and debacle that happened. And it was just so messy with the FBI coming in the FBI and ATF coming in all hot and fucking everything up. Because it was like, it was they needed like an immediate response to it because the programming broke on these people, and that's why it was so messy. Maybe, but so maybe the people that were leaders of the Branch Davidians in Waco, maybe they were programmed at one time, but they were people that like many broke through their programming and then started acting on their own agency. But to get back to this says Sean's former friend and SRS researcher became self-aware as a subject in Monarch after I contacted him. I already said this. For those accusing this of being an activated response regarding the recent events, false. Searched my profile with his name. I came online, giving him the benefit of the doubt, and tried to positively network. His show, Sean Ryan's show, is full of MK Ultra, Monarch, Mockingbird assets. The Manchurian Candidate type programming is used in many ways. This needs to be discussed publicly, long form, for the good of the people. And then he posts like emails, texts, and Twitter threads with people that show that you got like unredacted proof. Sean Ryan is a mind control scandal dude. Interesting. And then this goes further. This is from 2024. He's talking about Tim Burchett, the guy that's talking about UAP. I think he's a Nashville senator or mayor. I don't know which one. He was just on Rogan recently. But this is in 2024. Gray's talking about Tim Burchett and tweeting at him saying, I was advised by multiple people to talk to you directly regarding serious crimes with the program, which is in quotes. It must be like a movie or a documentary. I've been hesitant as my previous experience with 2 Tennessee senators was that they were involved with the programs stemming from MK Ultra, which are intertwined with the program, such as the base conditioning many operational personnel and their families undergo. So he's reaching out. Okay, so all right. I am reaching out in good faith publicly to promote awareness and safety as that is what it's come to. Multiple associates and I have already been retaliated on following talks and sending glimpses to an SSCI advisor, Armed Forces Committee staffer, and headlining journalist, among others. I was tortuously brainwashed as a child, an MK Ultra monarch, and funneled into the program. I became self-aware when briefed by disillusioned parties involved and was set up to whistleblow on the atrocities and corruption within. I secured evidence in early '08, barely surviving a Boston Breaks event amidst exfiltration. I was soon burned in my capacity as an NOC and arrested in the late Senator TN Democrat Douglas Henry's daughter's car. I was deeply tied in with local corrupt elements within TBI, Tennessee Sheriff's Association, and the Williamson co-sheriffs, then Headley, who had a major scandal office, as well as a myriad of Alphabet Agency personnel who I worked with as I was stationed at a black site airstrip on the border of Spring Hill in Columbia, Tennessee, which was set up in the early '80s by the 160th under the direction of the Oliver North Crew, NSC. This ties in with many things under the UAP technology and tradecraft umbrella, the dirty work cover-ups, funding through drug, weapon, and human trafficking, land grabs, fiending eminent domain, funneled to strategically named LLCs, many domestic CONUS assassinations being carried out that were under the command of Cheney and Mick Crystal at the time. The information about Cheney's VP exemption of transparency oversight has been openly addressed, as has McChrystal's involvement bringing CIA, JSOC, and running unaccountable kill teams, using PSYOPs to get sign-offs from the limited oversight he did run into. I was legitimately jailed for 7 months due to being burned for my NOC activities after the initial incident. But when refusing to play ball and pushing back more, there was then a clerical error which led me to being falsely imprisoned for approximately 2 more years. Once I was released, TBI corrected my record and I went fully public in 2013, 2014, leading to further retaliation, including of my then girlfriend being tortured with memory dissolution apparatus in a process known as EDOM, EDOM. This led to her hospitalization with encephalitis and a long-term brain damage. Since then, I have been working in the background and building a database from evidence and blindly corroborating testimony of defectors, survivors, etc. This was built on the work of Valerie Wolf, which was disclosed at the 1995 Advisory Committee for Human Radiation Experimentation. We have many men ready to come forward, granted that there is a conducive channel to do so properly, but what's going on right now is simply a bad joke. In addition, there are underlying mechanisms that render even the best meaning individuals compromised that must be addressed openly to neutralize, or we will forever face an uphill battle with tainted information. So that was directed to Tim Burchett in 2024, who now just went on Rogan talking about UAPs and is a senator in Tennessee. And this guy is legit. This gray guy definitely a survivor and a victim of this Monarch program, and was a player in the operations that were being conducted under this programmed conditioning he went through. But to get back to his Sean Ryan stuff, I guess, let's see. If there's any more, I might so I guess Sean Ryan's involved. Okay, so let's see. So here is okay, so this is more than me just talking to Burchett, who has been known to bring Sean to the hill, or exposing the ones behind SRS pulling strings. Here is a revolutionary system that is simple and reasonable. It can be used to thwart protected crime rings like Epstein's and those hiding in government. We've ran it privately, networking. It is inspired by Valerie Wolf at the 1995 Acre. So it must have been like a summit they had. And so at this 1995 conference, all right, let's see. So, all right, no, never mind. There's so much to this. So Valerie Wolf, Chris D. Nicola, and Claudia Mullen at the 1995 Acre. These techniques became refined and industrialized with many models from sex slave and soldier spy to media figure and politicians. This is the underlying problem to address at length. So the missing mandatory element to disclosure. January 5th, 1994, the Deputy Secretary of Defense significantly enhanced changes in the DoD Special Access Program, management and control structures. January 15th, 1994, the Adversary Committee on Human Radiation Experiments was established to investigate questions of the record of the United States government with respect to human radiation experiments by President Bill Clinton in Executive Order 12891. March 15th, 1995, the Acre hearings disclosed the same symptoms from radiation tests in subjects across the nation who also blindly corroborated doctors, locations, and program names. Nowadays, we code these symptoms under ICD-10 and associate them with AHI Havana syndrome. The damage can be caused by frequency weaponry, but also by proximity to advanced craft and various technology. You'll probably see this with AI data centers, I'm guessing. That's just something I theorize, I guess. Might be wrong, but probably not. This goes further. It says one more very important issue came up at these hearings, which had helped keep involved subjects silent. MK Ultra mind control on children with follow-up techniques into adulthood was exposed. Operational personnel and often their families in the program go through MK Ultra research derived behavioral modification conditioning as children. This is to keep everyone silent, compliant, and if push comes to shove, completely controlled. In addition, certain personnel go through enhanced development conditioning to build the special talents and skills which utilize structured dissociation, trans states, etc. This is the underlying dirty secret, and many headlines on the scene are still under control, completely unaware. This conditioning is standard for operational personnel. So when you hear Elizondo and Nolan speaking about their experiences, but not addressing simulated experiences which are standard at their level, it is beyond a red flag. I'm not saying genuine experiences didn't happen or don't happen. I'm saying that if someone isn't addressing the simulated abductions, Puharich and Persinger's research in addressing the nuanced situation in a balanced manner, as well as the crimes against children that are associated with it, they are simply compromised. So he posted receipts. So this says this is a real document. Advisory Committee on Human Radiation Experiments. The Advisory Committee on Human Radiation Experiments was established in 1994 to investigate questions of the record of the United States government with respect to human radiation experiments. The special committee was created by President Bill Clinton in Executive Order 12891, issued January 15th, 1994. All right. Interesting. All right. So this is all connected to the UAP shit that's going on right now that they want to tell you is connected to angels and demons. They're going to try to make it a religious thing, and people are going to get all fanatic and frenzied about it when it's all connected to government programs like this that go, into MK Ultra Monarch that have been known for so long and have been just operating under the nose of everyone. Now he's adding Sean Ryan. He adds Sean Ryan and the Sean Ryan Show and says, "You're looking real bad right now. You can't say this is fake. So are you just going to ignore it? Either you or whoever is handling you anyway. Y'all don't make this uglier than it has to be. Enough people have suffered." No response from Sean Ryan. Interesting. And then, this goes into 764 stuff, which I've said BX might be like an op doing like damage control on how it's so deeply connected, the 764 cult shit, to the intel agencies. I think BX might be like some type of plant that is doing damage control, but nevertheless, good work. But I don't know if like the origins of and the information she puts out is actually genuine, and it might be a little bit of misinformation as well. So that's something. That's a Sean Ryan rabbit hole. So go follow Gray. All right. Let's do a couple more things. Yeah, we got like 10 more minutes. I want to see what's going on in this China shit with Trump. All right, let's see. the judge Benny Sagai, who presided over Netanyahu's corruption case, has been found dead in a suspicious accident. Crazy. All right. That's. I think I might end it here. Yeah, I think we're gonna end it here. I think that's enough. Ooh. No. All right. Well, that's it for the live stream. All right. Peace.